Hi, so in today's video I will show you how to run AutoGen on your local machine, but this time with Docker for code execution. And I believe that this video is extremely important. And recently on Discord on AutoGen, I asked about the potential risks of executing the code without Docker, and one of the authors got also involved into that conversation. And in the end, there was the three main potential risks are that LLMs are not the greatest devs yet, and also the user may choose a poor prompt, which may lead to some problems on your local operating system. And then there are really, if you create more complex projects, you really have to install a lot of packages, and you don't really want to garbage your operating system with them. So knowing how to run execute code generated by AutoGen with Docker is very important. And I also asked them if they know if there's like a beginner friendly step-by-step guide. They didn't give me anything. They just try to help me how I could do it. So I decided that I would provide one of them for you if you are beginner level or you just never used Docker before. This should be very helpful for you. And just maybe so you know, I'm also not a really Docker specialist. I've used it in the past. And actually, to generate this video, I went to GPT-4 and asked for help. I pasted some parts of AutoGen documentation and I asked him how can I run it. And it's given me some this guide, and then I had to make some improvements based on that. But just so you know, I didn't know how to do it yesterday, and today I do, thanks to GPT-4. And yeah, for today we will just create, we will work with the project I created in one of my previous videos about AutoGen basics. And today I will just show you how you can use this project to clone it into your own local machine and then run it and add Docker to the equation, so that when you execute code, it runs with inside of a Docker container. So the first step will be cloning the repository. So I just do it by copying this website, this URL, and then I go to my terminal and I say git clone, then I paste, and I will say AutoGen Docker. That's how I want to call my project right now, and it will clone into AutoGen Docker. So I can just go there, AutoGen Docker. And once I'm here, I just open my Visual Studio Code, and that's here. And I've got this project structure that you saw on GitHub. So git ignore config file readme in basic .py. And from that, we can just, I don't know where to start. Okay, I'll start with the config file because this is quite important. And that's what we used in the previous one. And that's where you paste your OpenAI API key. And I will do it again for you because I want to make it really beginner friendly and comprehensive. So in order to generate OpenAI API key, you need to go to this platform, openai.com, into API keys, and you need your own account on OpenAI API. And then to generate a new secret key, you just say You just press on this create new secret key. I'll just call it Docker for this one, and I will create my secret key. I will copy it immediately because once I click on done, I won't be able to view it again. And then in this OAI config list, I just paste my OpenAI key, and then I click on done. So that's the first step because we will need it to run. Yeah, so let's move to the Docker part. And if you don't have Docker installed on your machine, I won't really tell you how to exactly do it, but seriously, if you go to ChatGPT and use GPT-4 or GPT 3.5, just ask him how to install and run Docker on your system. And I'm using Ubuntu 20, so that's what I told him, but I already had it installed. But just say what OS you've got and ask him on how to install Docker and run it for the first time on your computer. Like I said, I already have Docker running, so I'll just move to the Docker configuration right now. And you always do it with a thing called Docker file. And in the Docker file, you just specify some parameters. And let me just go through those parameters with you. And the first thing we will have to kind of clone something, clone a Python image. So I will use an official Python image. And for that, I will go with from Python 3.8 Slim, and I'm using 3.8 because if you go to the AutoGen documentation or GitHub, they say that it requires Python version of 3.8 or higher. So let's just go with 3.8. It should be fine. And the next thing we do, and I've got the help, so we need to set up the working directory, and we will do it with work dir, and let's call it app. And then we need to copy the current directory into .app. And in this video, I'm not really explaining what this Docker file does and how it works. It is just really hands-on to show you how to actually do it. And we will do it with copy and then this directory to app. And then we will need to install something. Luckily, with AutoGen, you just install AutoGen and Docker. And one more thing, I will show you that. Run pip install. And then I will use this trusted host. Python.org, and then I will install AutoGen and Docker. And let's use some default command. And so when I will run the Docker image later, I will be able to, it will be the default command, and I will use the Python command, but the file I will call will be actually basic.py. And you might be surprised, but that's it for the Docker configuration. And now it's time to actually run it. And to run it, I will use my old friend called ChatGPT. And as I mentioned, I didn't know how to do it until yesterday. And now I do. So I will just go through the steps that it provided me. So first we need to use this Docker build to create Docker image. So I just copy paste it here. And it's generating a new Docker project called AutoGen Project. And when I ran it yesterday for the first time, it took me much longer, but many things that I've installed, like this Python image, it's already cached, so it's much faster right now. So if you run it for the first time and it takes much longer, don't be surprised. Okay, cool, we've got it now. And back to ChatGPT. So like it says, so first we'll build the Docker image, and now we just run it, and it'll run with our default command, which as a reminder will be python.basic.py. And what's very important here, just a quick reminder, this whole code will just this whole AutoGen project is very simple. So we've got an assistant agent. And again, in this video, I will not go through the basics of AutoGen. I've got another video on that. In this one, I am just showing you how to run it locally with Docker, and I want to focus entirely on that, but just so that you know what we're doing, we've got the assistant agent with this config list, with this OpenAI key that we've specified here. And then in this basics, we've got the user proxy, and again, it works on behalf of you, of the user. And then I would just use the exact same question, the exact same prompt, and I will ask my assistant to write the code to print odd numbers from 2 to 100. And because I've already created this Docker image and all those files are copied there, when I copy the code and run it, it just started generating the code. Okay, let's see what it does. Does it work? Yes, it does. It worked for me. Perfect. And I can just keep the conversation alive, like keep maybe now the even numbers. Let's see what it does. Do I get it? Yeah, it gave me even numbers. So yeah, it works inside of the Docker container. And I will really say that's it for this video, because I want to keep it short and I want to focus only on that one thing, how to run it with Docker. And I hope, and just so you know, with this example that we've used, like running it with Docker isn't necessary, but once you start creating more complex projects with AutoGen and that they require, more difficult code, you really want to run it with Docker. So that's for the future, and I just want to leave it here. And I want to ensure that there is a beginner-friendly guide on how to run AutoGen with Docker on your local machine. And if you want to see more content on AutoGen and AI agents and large language models, just make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you.